all things mental health with a focus in the veteran and the military community. I'm your host, Marine Corps veteran Shauna Marie, and I am so excited because today we have a guest from the past, Millennial veteran, coming on. This is our first time ever doing it on TikTok live. So we might have a little bit of figuring out to do as we go. So I am gonna make sure that I am all Gucci on that frame. In the future, I'm hoping to get it to go on Thank Me for My Cervix TikTok page, but because it's brand new and just starting out, we can't quite go live there. But I will be clipping this live and putting reels on that page. So let me just make sure that we have everything good here. And then we'll get her on. Okay, wait, how do I do this? Friends. Yay. Hey, hey, hey. It's still fly. Okay. There's so many flies. I don't know why. There's fly traps everywhere. It's like that season. All right. So let's figure out how to do this. I can see your name. Nope. Does it give you the option to join? Let me make sure that this stays up. Hello. Chat and interview. Me too. I'm looking too. Let's see. Oh, thank you for the heart me. It's so quiet. I can't wait till I can hear you. What does this button do? Nope. Thanks, Don. I wonder if I didn't have the live set to the right thing. I see it. Accept. Am I going to be able to see you? Or is it still going to be just me?
Wait, here. Can you hear me?
I can. I can hear you.
Can you see me now?
No, not yet. I want to.
Wait, hang on.
Okay.
I've been talking to you like you can hear me.
I can definitely hear you.
You should be able to see me.
Yeah, but you're... Oh, wait, I wonder if I can make you bigger. Can I make you bigger? No, I can't. Why? Oh, I can. Oh.
Oh, now you're small.
You're so pretty, though. I think I like this. You are so gorgeous. Okay, so I was watching our last interview, which was on your page, and it was more of an interview style of you interviewing me. And I'm excited because I think this time this should be like an open discussion where we both kind of go into a conversation about mental health because you do so much in that community, and I can't wait to speak to you on what you've been doing lately.
Yes, I'm so excited, and I love how we're doing this on TikTok because I feel like TikTok has, I don't know, Instagram just hasn't been it. Do you feel like that lately?
It doesn't push as much. I feel like the community within TikTok, if you feed into it, it feeds back. And I really like that. I haven't had that quite yet on Instagram because Instagram is still just like my friends who support me. And that's it. I've had a hard time growing it.
Yes.
I've only been doing TikTok now for about month and a half, and I feel like I've grown exponentially, and I've actually met people who care about my journey and have been there for me. It's been a really good experience on TikTok.
I love it. Yeah, I have been too. And I know I'm not supposed to be interviewing you, but like, how did you get into the live streaming with gaming? Because you weren't doing that last time.
Okay, yeah, no, I love that. Thank you for asking. My boys loved Fortnite. At first, I was hesitant actually even letting them play. And I was like, oh, I don't know. But then I started watching them and I loved watching them. And they were like, Mom, I really think I could do streaming when I grow up. And I was like, I wonder what that would take. So I started to play with them and see if I was any good. And we were kind of good together. So I was like, and it was like people who would watch us would like laugh and like enjoy it. And I was like, okay, why not figure out how to stream? And if I can get successful with it, I'll already have this platform that the boys can build off of. So that's kind of where my mindset went.
Yes.
It's also really fun because you get to just talk. Like it's like I'm hanging out with people while I'm playing. Um, and
Right.
there's that conversation constantly. People come back and will tell me about their day. Like there's people who I look forward to hear from when they get back from vacations and stuff. And I just feel like it's been a great opportunity to just build on all the stuff that I already have going.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love it. I see you've been live a lot. And I
Yes.
don't know anything about the gaming world, but I know that it's actually really popular within the veteran sphere
Yeah.
because a lot of people who are disabled or homebound, that's their way of connecting every day is logging online, like you said, and talking about your day while you're playing a game. So it's great.
It is. It's fun because it's also something that you can work at to get better. And I feel like things like that don't exist as much. But it's like, I know that if I log on and go a few rounds each time, I'm getting better. And what I like about recording it and having the lives is I can actually look back and see how far I'm coming. So I enjoy that aspect too.
Yeah, and the same with podcasting. I mean, you probably looked back at that episode, and whenever I look back at an episode, I'm like, oh my gosh, how many times am I saying or like I always do this like sound with my mouth,
Oh
and I'm
my
like,
gosh.
please stop it.
You know what though? We have balls because how many people come on here live and are raw and real and will just talk about whatever, even if there's two people watching or, 20 or however many we can get up to. And we're still sitting here talking as if that's what we're supposed to be doing right now. And I think that's ballsy. It's,
It is. We really have I think a certain type of person joins the military, like you already kind of have to have a level of I don't give a fuckness to you.
yeah. Yeah.
And then to
Yeah.
go on and do like a podcast or be like on social media, like you have to
Period.
have that I don't give a fuckness in you because
Yeah, at least a little bit. And I feel like the more you do it, I feel like especially with age even, I feel like I've gotten so much more like, oh my God, I don't care whatever you have to say. Because you can be the perfect person and people still will say the worst things. And it's like, well, if you're gonna talk about it, whatever, I'm just gonna do whatever I want.
yeah, exactly. You're in your 30s, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yes, I feel like that's what changed. When I turned 30, I was like, I gotta stop caring so much. I need to just do what makes me happy and go for that.
And you know what? I find when you get that mindset, you do things ultimately that are better for you in general. Like I go to the gym not for any validation or anything like that. I go to the gym because I know I'm going to feel better after, and that's what we're going to do. And
Yeah.
or eating healthy. Like you do these things for yourself, not because you care about what anyone else has to think. But
Yes. Yeah.
that
And
came with
that changes.
age.
It changes it because I think we were so influenced by doing things by, like for the military or because you were supposed to or you thought other people wanted you to do it. And now it's like, all right, you're on your own now. You got to do things because they feel good and because it's, the right thing for you to do.
I love that point. I love that because I feel like so many people after they get out, when they don't have anyone holding them to those expectations, they lose themselves and they lose that order that they had when they were in. And when you don't have somebody telling you that you have to stay in shape or you have to, other than yourself, you have to look within in order to
Yeah.
to continue that. I feel like.
Okay, so I've been like kind of contemplating why all veterans go through this whole like isolation period when we get out. And I think it kind of is a little bit to shed the whole group think and, you're on your own now sort of thing. And I'm trying to, like, it is a huge issue because that's when we're the most vulnerable and, our mental health is not good. But also, like, it feels like everyone goes through it and maybe there's a purpose behind it. I don't know. It's just like a random thought. What do you think?
No, yeah, I do. I definitely, I saw that post of yours. I think I shared it because we were going live. I like people join the military from broken homes sometimes because they're hoping to find that family within there. And I never found that. And then I got out and then I went to law enforcement looking for it. Didn't find it there either. And I feel like I'm still in this portion I was. Now I was in these portions of my life where I was trying to find somewhere to fit in. I wanted a family to fit in. I wanted to feel like I truly belonged. Um,
Mhm.
and now I've created this world of isolation where it's like, I don't need literally anyone. I don't want anyone. And I feel myself always constantly trying to break out, but then something happens and I pop right back in. And it's been this way, maybe since I've been out. I feel like there was a breaking point where a relationship ended and that flipped that switch for me too. Worse because it was like me and him and then his friends and then we ended badly and it's like, all right, nobody. And it's been nobody for so long.
Mhm.
And it's hard to
And
get friends, even just girlfriends, because it's like, I don't trust them. And why? Why?
yeah, no, I really feel that. And it wasn't until I started going to women veteran events and I really found like people that got me, and I felt like I couldn't say anything that was too crazy for them, like everything
Yes.
everything flew, in regards to like anything I was going through. It was like, all right, like I've been through that. Like, okay, like here you go, we can help you. Like nothing seemed too. I never felt too much, and so that's been my saving grace is having like other women veterans around. Are you in You're in North Carolina, right?
Yes.
Have any groups like that?
Not in person. And what I will say is I'm a very in real life kind of person. That's why I like the lives because it forces me to be interactive because I can if I'm not having something that I know I need to be looking at my phone for, I won't think to check it. So keeping in touch with people is not one of my strong suits at all. But I will
Yeah.
say, like, there was an event specifically where 269, my old unit, closed down, and all the girls like that ever were there came, and we like hung out, and it was the best. Like, it was even still like to this day right now sitting here, it was like that. I felt so good in that moment. So I definitely know what you mean by like there's like a veteran connection because even like coming on and talking to other women veterans that get it heals something in my soul. It feels better. It's just like I wish I had something in person that made me feel that way more often than 269 closing down. Which happens one time. Actually, I think they're
Right.
reopening it, so it may happen again, but that's not the point.
Are they really
I don't.
interesting?
It's always back and forth. They're like, oh, we're closing this. No, we're opening it. Actually, we're opening two and closing one. I don't even know. I don't know. So,
Yeah, yeah, I feel like especially being where you are located, there's a lot of military folks. Like, why don't there needs to be something like that?
I know. There probably is, and I'm just not. Honestly, though, so like I have been meaning to go. I'm still trying to get the 100% disability from the VA. And the next step for me that people recommended was going to talk to like the VFW. Sorry, I was like hesitant on saying that. Going to talk to like the VFW. Sorry, I was like hesitant on saying that. And their hours are like 11 to 2, and that's it. And I can't ever make it and their hours are like 11 to 2, and that's it. And I can't ever make it when someone's there. And I feel like that's like a good example of what the community where I'm at specifically is for the military. But where I'm at, and
Yeah.
I'm in Morehead City, Beaufort area. it's not that military. I mean, there is Cherry Point, but it's like Cherry Point is localized, and then Lejeune's like an hour
Right.
away. So honestly, my town is more like boater dudes, like
Gotcha.
older people
Yes.
who own like yachts and stuff, and yeah. So that's all there is here.
Yeah.
Not that much. They still thank you for your service every time they see somebody. You know what I mean? It's not like oversaturated.
Well, that's yeah. Okay. Okay. Morehead City. I can picture it. That is kind of far out. As far as the VFW, I've actually went through the DAV for my claim, and I went through their headquarters out of like Philly. So like I don't even have to go in there. So I wonder if there's like a big like there's a
Oh,
DAV you can go through there, and you could just email them,
I'm literally
and
gonna
that
write
might
that
be
down because I won't remember that DAV.
yes, disabled American veterans. They have took over my claim and they give me advice on what I should do. So I've already been denied twice for
They
my
instantly
increase.
denied mine right after I got surgery because I just got surgery. I was like,
Really?
okay, yeah. I was like, you just did the surgery, whatever. So now I have to wait a year in order to go back to try to get disability increase
Wait, why do you have to wait a year?
because of my back surgery.
So you have to wait for that to be processed or what?
They're saying that you can't resubmit a claim on the issue that you had a claim out on until a year after you had surgery complete.
Really?
Yeah, because
That does
they're
not.
saying that if they try to review it, that any pains that you have could be from the surgery. Like because it's so recent. But it's like, yeah, but the surgery is because of the injuries that I got in the military. So if I'm not able to work because of the surgery, never I
Right.
don't it's like I don't get it.
Exactly. That's why I finally had, gotten help with the DAV because I got denied like instantly too, right after I had my CMP exam. And I was like, why did I get denied? And then I had them call me and they were able to see things that I didn't even see. And they were like, okay, well, it looks like you need this, and this. So we will just appeal it again. So I just keep appealing it.
That's what mine
Bringing it
is. When I first EAS, I EAS with 40%. And then I went
Ooh,
in for myself and they bumped me up to 60
good for
because I
you.
had following issues. And then I got a lawyer. And that's what everyone says to do is get a lawyer. It was the worst thing that I ever did because I was already at 60%. And she like waited and waited and waited and waited. And I could see that she was not submitting anything. It was like 13 months, a year and a month went by. And I messaged her. The next day she submitted it. 3 weeks later, I had it. And I bumped up to 80. So she took all that back pay. But it was literally just because she was waiting on it. I was
That's
infuriated. Yeah.
that's like, wait, was this lawyer through a company or?
No, it was like a VA recommended lawyer. They were like they take
Oh,
12% back pay. I don't know. It was not a good decision. I always say because there's people who will help you up front and won't charge you anything and won't take anything. You just have
yeah.
to find those people that will do it. And the issue is there's a lot of people who are trying to get VA increases. So, finding someone who will do it for no pay is you have to do digging, unfortunately.
Yeah. Or that's why I say like the VFW does it, the Legion has people. Um, I've been working with another guy on at the DAV with my husband, and he's like this go-getter. He's a shark and he does it all for free. Like he's calling us daily, like, hey, you need to get this appointment.
I
So
want to
they're
be that. I wish I could be that. I just don't even know where to start. What to do? What can I do?
yes, they are trained. I can only speak for the DAV because I am a part of the local chapter and they do training, they do extensive stuff. But again, you're gonna have bad eggs and everyone, like some of them won't be responsive. But if you find someone who's like earnest and good, you can do it for free. Like that's what I always push. Like you can really do it for free.
Yeah, you can. And I agree. I try to push it too, but then it's like I don't have specific answers of people who you can get help from, but like you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. It's possible. I'm so sorry that happened with you with the lawyer. That makes me so
I
mad.
was so upset for a while, but
And they're supposed to like have a law to go after those people that do that. They're called loan sharks or whatever.
yeah, yeah. They definitely should not be allowed. I don't think that that's something that they should be doing. But
No,
well,
really.
what else? Like, what else new is going on with you? You said you're working in the chapter with the DAV.
So I'm just a part of the chapter. They also just started a women's committee, so I've been on. We actually have a meeting tomorrow, so I'm excited
That is
to be a
exciting.
part of that. And I seriously like found my people there. It's and like not everyone's a veteran. There's a lot of spouses there. There's a lot of supporters there as well. And then so it's in this town in New Jersey. It's a really like Italian town, and it's a lot of like older people, but
No,
they make like a great spread once a month. Great Italian food for everyone to eat. They
that
have
sounds so
coffees. Yes, they have coffees every Saturday with great pastries and just like I can bring my kids with. That's what I love. And they'll run
Oh,
around, just have a blast while we have like a serious meeting or something. It's just so welcoming, and I'm really thankful for this space.
that sounds
Um,
amazing. I wish I could just like start something like that up here if there isn't one already.
Right,
But
that's
I'm
what I'm saying.
sure.
Check out your VFW. I'm about to go to my VFW. I'm gonna film it too because there's a VFW down the road, and I was like, how would I film me going there for the first time? Like this young woman veteran walking in. I'm gonna get like real time reactions of me. Maybe I'll wear this shirt. I'm just kidding.
Oh my goodness. Well, what else is
Yeah.
new going on with you? Are you still podcasting?
No, I quit the I like paused the podcast, but I don't know if I'll bring it back. I'd love to do like lives like this more regular, either
Yeah.
on here or Instagram, just fun. You don't have to worry about it that much. And then I'd like to so I'm not working. I was working for the Navy, and then with all the Doge stuff, I got let go with
Hmm.
my job. So
Oh,
I've been looking for work, but I'm still getting paid until the end of September. So yeah, just applying to jobs, hoping something happens.
what kind of
But
work are you hoping for?
I would love to do anything with veterans, nonprofits, but also just keeping my mind. That's the thing with like I got out and I went to a federal job, and like that's all I know is federal jobs, and then none of them are work from home anymore, and I was like I can't do that with my kids. Like I need a job where I can be at home more. So
I feel that so much. I'm very blessed to have the opportunity where I'm home with my kids most of the time. Mine are older now too, so I don't have to be home as much, but
that's nice.
I
That is
know
nice.
it is nice. This is a fun age. They're 10 and 8, and I'm honest, it's so fun. It's so fun.
Ah, I love that. My stepdaughter, she's 10. She's here right now. She's holding back my 3-year old from coming in the door.
That is so cute. Oh my gosh.
But she is so fun, and she like drops hints to me about what she's interested in, and like just I don't know, just so fun. Like she's into the Roblox, and she's into like bead making. So we
Oh,
just have a lot of fun. I'm trying to like promote her and what she does.
she makes bead stuff.
Yes. Yeah, she's got a little website and that, and she was also making like masks and that for like the kids that like the masks and
That is so cool. Oh my gosh. Mine are
I
my
don't know if you're a culture.
my there's it really into sports right now. They like the Roblox too. My younger one likes the Roblox more. Yeah, football and baseball, everything right now. And Ink Masters. They love Ink. Well, Ford loves Ink Masters. So yeah, that's what they're. It's just there's
Ink Masters like the show.
yeah. I know.
Ah,
It's
cool.
so fun because he loves to watch it and we get into it. And I went to a tattoo convention in Richmond. in Virginia last year, in October, actually, almost a year ago. And I got to meet like a lot of the Ink Masters that were on the show. And I took pictures with them. And Ford, like my older son, lost his mind. So I'm trying to figure out a way for us to go again this year because I really want to go again.
How
It was
fun!
so much fun. But yeah, their sense of humor at this age, like it's just so fun. They're like actual little humans that like you can do stuff with and have their own personalities and still kind of listen, and it's fun.
Yeah, yeah, and they're more like independent on their own. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
they don't need mom for everything, and you just tell them here's the boundaries, stay within them, and they'll do
Hmm.
it.
But sometimes they still need me, and that's why I like this age because they still need you sometimes.
Yes,
But they were
yes, I get that.
we went to a summer ending pool party today, and as we were leaving, my youngest son had the waterworks going. He was like, "Wait, like summer's over?" I'm like, "Oh, it
Oh,
was yeah." And I'm like, "Oh, he's still my little baby because those little moments still get to me."
so
I'm like,
sweet though.
"Yeah,
That
it
means he
was."
loves spending time with
I
you, being
know.
home.
The pool was so much fun this year. I mean, we spent so much time at the pool. So the pool's closing, and it feels like part of that is like that part of the summer is closing down. Suppose like,
No, when do they start school in August or September?
they start Monday.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so you're almost there. Woo! I know it's gonna be
Yeah, whoop, whoop. But so sad. Yeah, she. Okay. Well, was there? What else did you want to talk about? Was there? What were we saying in the messages about specific things that we wanted to talk about? I'm gonna
I know
check.
you want to talk about mental health.
Specifically women's leave exiting because I've realized I listen back to a lot of my podcasts and like we talk all the time about what's hard about transitioning when getting out as a general sense.
Hmm.
But something that I kind of want to talk about is what it's like, and this is just me speaking for me, so this is necessarily, and you can like go off of it if you agree or disagree. I joined looking for the brotherhood for a family because I didn't feel like I belonged. And then while I was in there, it's preached that you have that, but it never really felt like that. It didn't feel like anyone really had my back necessarily. And then you get out and then you're back to kind of where you started, where you never really felt like you had a place to belong. And now you're trying to fit into this other world where no one's even kind of pretending that you belong. Like no one cares because they don't need a brotherhood here. So then you like truly lose your space. But see, within what I want to say about females versus males before you go off on it is I feel like men do get that brotherhood somehow it's
Hmm.
different atmosphere and then they leave and some of them still hold on to it, but I've witnessed how it kind of falls apart after you get out, after you don't have someone kind of enforcing that this is a brotherhood, forever a brotherhood.
Yeah.
You see it in passing, especially in the Marine Corps, like ura, semper fi, Marine do or die, but you don't have the same camaraderie that you did like when you had it within. So, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's so different for women, especially like I try to find women veterans and we're so hard to find. We're not wearing the ball caps, we're not wearing the unit t-shirts, where we look like this. Any woman I meet could be a veteran. It's so hard to like identify us. And, we're a little more hesitant to be involved in the veteran community because so many of us have been hurt and, traumatized by male members, or, I mean, pretty much, yeah,
Yeah.
and don't want to go back to a place that's full of, people that we served with or like people like that. So we kind of like take a while before we come either even like go in the veteran space if we do. So it's harder for women, and that's why I think it's so important for us to show up and be like, hey, we're women veterans, we're a part of the community, you belong here. I don't care how long you served, like you can show up. And I think you're really right about Marine women like looking for that brotherhood and that camaraderie. And because I find like in my group, I find the women Marines showing up the most because they're like, wow, I finally found that sisterhood. Like this feels so good to have because I was looking for this. So I have a lot of women Marines, and even though they're the rarest, like female Marines is the rarest out of all the branches, like female sailors, there's more of us. So like, but you guys show up in the numbers in like our women's groups. It's amazing.
I love that because I had never thought of it from that perspective either. And what I will say is, like, when I started a podcast, I wanted it to essentially be a female escape, but I knew that if I kept it female based, that men wouldn't want to listen.
Right. They'd be like, this is for us.
Yeah. And I was like, how can I make sure that it's equally known that this is important, that and even though I wanted to keep it about the female mindset, that men couldn't, like, you could still relate. And I knew that if I didn't branch it out or open it up a little bit more to that especially the men that I served with, they wouldn't care to listen. And you know what I've found though is that the new generation of people, they do care more, and they are listening. And people do reach out to me, and they're like, "I see what you're doing. I think it's great." And that's what I've always done this for. I feel like, is even if it's just the one or two people that will message me and be like, "I'm so glad," females, males, either or, it's usually females, that I'm so glad I found your podcast, because it really let me know that I'm not alone. And even if that was the only person I ever got, I feel like this was worth it, like, completely, because I felt so alone.
Yeah.
Not just getting out, but honestly, while I was in, I didn't feel like I had that camaraderie that they were always preaching about.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, even in the chat, we have Papa Talt saying he's all ears. I love that. Anything he can
Yes.
learn, the better I can be in future relationships with a veteran who served. Absolutely. I mean, I get I've been so overwhelmed with the positive reactions because I'm like you, like, we just expect the worst. Like, if we talked like this when we were in and like talked about our feelings and how we felt, like, you'd just be like, okay, you're being soft,
I think people would be nice to my face, but they would talk so much crap behind my back. And it would affect me back then. Now, because I'm sure people still laugh like, oh, she's been doing this podcast, whatever. And I don't care anymore. Like, I don't, and that's what we were talking about earlier. It kind of circles back around, because I wouldn't have dared to even try to do this when I was in. Not even thought about it. A podcast where people come tell me how they're feeling, like, I will be laughed and made fun of. And when I finally hit that mindset of like, I don't care what people think about me. And then I was like, what took me so long to get to this point? I was like, I felt so alone. I didn't have an outlet to turn to, that I felt like someone understood me. So what can I do? And I'm like, I'm going to create a platform where anybody who feels like they feels a certain way, where they want to talk about their mental health, can have their own episode where they can talk about whatever they want to talk about. And people can watch it if they choose to. Maybe the title or the name catches their eye, and they just happen to watch that one episode of Thank Me for My Cervix, and it hits them. They feel it. Like, that was what makes it worth it to me. Not And people can laugh and poke fun, but really, who's succeeding in doing that?
Yeah, it's like you wouldn't even have these conversations with your spouse, let alone with the world. So,
Yeah,
well,
that's
speaking
so
of
true.
that, I think my favorite episode you did was your ex or your baby daddy. I think you titled the episode. Like, that was so cool. Like, y'all's relationship is so fun.
He is my
Like,
best friend. Seriously, that's actually one of my favorite episodes too. And you know what? That did not get as many plays as, like, My sister and I's episodes always get a lot of plays, mostly probably because she's mean to me. She bullies me, and people are like, haha, yes, this is what she deserves. No, I'm just kidding. It is our funny episodes, though. But I'm so glad you pointed that one out because I love that episode. We want to do another one. He wants to come on again. He just wants to talk like conspiracy theories. I think it'd be so funny. Wouldn't that be fun? I think it'd be fun.
That would be fun. And there's this Navy veteran. Her name's, is it Danielle? I'm gonna mess it. Her podcast is called Down the Rabbit Hole, and it's all conspiracy theories. And she's got like a whole following. Yeah, she's huge. I mean, like, yeah, she's a Navy veteran. She had me on there just to talk about veteran stuff, but give her a follow. But I listen to every episode, like conspiracy theories. I'm all about it. I love it.
He goes off on some stuff, and we kind of a little bit align on different sides of views. So I feel like I can ask questions, and he's witty, and the banter is great. I think it'd be fun. I think that's when I have scheduled after you Mac Talks. Oh my god, I'm gonna mess it up. Josh Mack. He's coming on. Yes. Okay. I said it right? He's coming on the 22nd of next. And I think what I'm just going to do is keep the 22nd open for like a mental health chat. And maybe like even how there's like more invites on here, just get a bunch of veterans to come together. I feel like even just me and you are making a hard time making sure we're not talking over each other. I'd be worried that would be hard on that, but we could always figure that out.
Right. Yeah. I think 3 is a good number when it comes to podcasts, but like once you have 4 or more, I'm like, how do people do this without muting?
I don't know. Yeah. You stop. No, you stop. No, you go. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yes. Everyone hold up a number.
Well,
yeah, it's cool though. I've met him in person.
That's something I want to go. Are you going to the MCI conference or whatever it is?
Don't tell me you're going. I'll cry. I'm not going.
It's my birthday. The day of it is my birthday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I feel like I probably won't go.
I would say it's great. You're going to meet some awesome people.
Sorry, they're blowing up my gifts. You're so sweet. Thank you so much, Black Dog community.
Black Dog, I was on his live, or I stopped by his live yesterday. We've been connecting on TikTok. Oh, look at this.
Yeah, he's blowing it up. Thank you so much.
TikTok live is so much more fun. Like
it really is. Yeah, I wanted to go back after we were done talking and check the comments, make sure we weren't ignoring, but
yes. Absolutely. I know there's like so much. I'm still learning all this lingo. I went on earlier this week. I was like, I better do a live before to like get up so I know what I'm doing, and for Friday for tonight, and I'm slowly learning it. But no, I wish I was going to the MIC, but I'm not. I had an interesting experience last year.
Oh no.
So yeah, it's unfortunate. I'd probably tell you about it like
not okay. But. Yeah. I want to go because there's a lot of people who message me in that community that are going, and I do think it would be fun. But I never do much for my birthdays, but I finally have a group of girlfriends, and we're doing emo wasn't a phase, or emo, like an emo birthday party where we're all dressing like emo for my birthday party. Yeah. So Carly's planning that also. I'm definitely gonna be there.
Oh my gosh, it's so fun.
I know.
I love a good theme. I love it. And like, why not just go all out for that?
Yeah, 34. I mean, 33 was supposed to be my year. I feel like this year been kind of uneventful. I feel like I was in full mom mode. Like even with the gaming, like I worked at the country club, and then I was mom, and that's it. That's all I did this year for 33.
Wow. I've heard people say 33 is like your Jesus year because that's when Jesus died, right? And like they have like, they're like, this is a big year. I don't know. I've seen it online.
I didn't know that. Dang, then I really wasted it because I did not do anything. I didn't do anything.
Yeah. supposed to go all out because, that was Jesus's last year as 33-year-old.
I
So
slept a lot and played video games. That's basically what I did for 30.
for it because you're going to live longer than 33. So you got to, we can't waste it all on one year.
True.
Oh, you don't look a day over 25, Papa Tult says. Oh, I love that.
Blushing. Thank you so much. You're very welcome.
I agree.
That's
why I had a question. I was like, you're in your 30s, right?
You don't look like you'd be 30 either.
I'll be 31 in 2 weeks.
Crazy. I don't care what anyone says. I feel like I look and feel better in my 30s than I did in my 20s. Granted, I was in the military, so maybe slicking back my hair and having bald spots and yeah. My hair would come out in chunks from wearing it up all the time when I was in the military.
I don't know how you girls did that with the slicked back buns. I could get away with it on the ship, just throwing it back, But the ship water, that's what really killed my hair. Whatever they put in to clean that water.
Chlorine.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, I don't want us to go over 50 minutes because when I go to take audio over, I don't want it to draft. But I wanted to make sure that we got any comments and anything else that you specifically wanted to get out before we got to that time frame, any message.
The only thing was my workbook. I'd like to just
please. Yes, please.
I remember saying, so yeah, I made a workbook for veterans. This is actually my personal one I filled out. So here's my secrets. But yeah, it's pretty much getting veterans into journaling, asking you all the questions that a fellow veteran would ask you, and how to get your life together, and plan for a successful future. So this is $10 on Amazon. I give out the PDF for free. Anyone who wants to, I'll email you that. So just send me a message with your email, and I'll send it for free. And have I sent you one, Shauna?
No, not yet. I had one in my cart, and then I don't even know what happened.
I'll send you one.
Okay.
Send me your address.
Because you can get it on Amazon, though, right?
Yeah. It's $10.
$10 on Amazon.
There you go. Or free if you want the PDF version. I got you.
You know what I really like about it, too? I know it's for the veteran community, but journaling is so important. And if you kind of feel like you have a mindset where you want to get into that, I feel like anybody could fill that out. Right?
You really could. There's not that many targeted questions where you're talking about life in the military. There's a few, but I mean, you can relate that to anything. Even if you were on a sports team, work, if you were a nurse in uniform, there's so many different types of uniforms, identities like that.
Yeah. And I really love that. I love that. Well, yeah, thank you so much. So are you going live, or if anyone wants to check in with you more, where can they keep in touch with you, follow you?
Follow me on TikTok, on Instagram, the Millennial Veteran.
Basically everywhere, right? You're the Millennial Veteran everywhere.
Yes, YouTube.
I love that. All right. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me. You're so awesome. And I can't wait. We got to keep in touch more. Please. Yes, I'm so bad about it.
It's okay. I'm the same way, but
you're busy. You're so busy, and I love that for you, though. Good luck getting a job. Please keep me in touch. Yes.
Good vibes.
Yes, ma'am. Bye, girl.
All right. See ya. Thank
you.
Bye.